This is
What
a
it
country
do?
banger.
It's Big OG Marzthegenius, and I'm back with a new video for you guys. Just gonna do a simple drop fade on the curly top. Shout out to my boy Tim, man. He always come through, man, and shop with the boy all the time. Very consistent dude. Go follow my boy. But right now, I just was prepping the hair. Just trying to get the hair ready so I can get ready to start my cut, because you always want to prep. And I'm going to start the fade off with my ball line. I kind of contour my ball line to however the head is, so it won't look like just a basic fade. So it can look like a fade kind of blends with your hair. That's kind of how I do my signature style in a way. Not saying I'm the only one that does it, but there's other barbers that do the same thing. But
This is a country
I
banger.
make my ball line like contour to the head, the shape of the head in a way. You know, I'm just gonna spend a little time, making sure I get all the hairs, because you want to make sure you get it as close as possible, but not too close so they can irritate. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. But this view, you can see a little bit better. My camera went a little blurry, but it's cool. But there you go. So you can see I'm doing the same thing. And I'm kind of like starting in the up, and then I'm dropping it when they get towards the back. So pretty much like a curve type, and make that thing fall off right in the back. I mean, I feel like this is one of the most consistent cuts, because most of everybody get drop fades. If it's not a drop fade, it's a mid fade. Nobody rarely ever gets a high fade, unless it's like an older guy or somebody like that. But most of this generation, they love drop fades and mid fades.
This is a country banger.
But so I'm gonna spend a little time just making sure I get it all the way ball, the way I want it, so it can be like add that perfect transition when it comes to the fade. Because if it's skint, the perfect skint, not irritation ball, but the perfect, it just make that fade blend in so much more better. It adds that crisp to it, because you kind of want to have some type of neatness to your fade. Like, you don't want to have it all choppy. You know what I'm saying? Your presentation is everything. Your steps to what you're doing is everything. It's very vital to how it's going to turn out. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, because what you do to one side, of course you do to the other side. Yeah, man, I've been cutting for shoot. I was thinking the other day, probably like almost 20 years. It's crazy. So right now, I'm gonna spend I do my fade a little bit different. Most people will start off with their transitions, but I don't do transitions. I don't do transitioning. I start with a bigger guard, and I go ahead and do my debulking. It just depends on the person, man. Most times I do my debulking before I even fade. And I know a lot of people, they do their debulking after, or like in the middle of the cut. I like to go ahead and debulk from the jump, because at the end of the day, it helps me with preparation. Like I say, like with my cuts, I prep the hair so that it can fade the way that I want it to fade. And my number one rule when it comes to fade, like no hair left behind. Like no hair left behind. So if I spend a little time making sure I'm smoothing it down, getting the hair down to the way I want it to be, and every level that I want it to be, once it's time to fade it, it's gonna fade smooth. And I think right now I'm using the one guard. I think I got it all the way open so I can cut more hair towards the top of the fade. with the more thicker
is a
hair,
country
so I can debulk
banger.
it but not cut it too low. And I think now I got the one guard closed, going kind of like midway in the middle of the fade, like that inch above the ball line. Just still debulking, you know what I'm saying? Just still getting the hair laid. So when I get ready to go back over it, you know, with that flick motion, actually starting to begin to flick out the middle of the fade. It'll just work smooth, go too smooth, you know. But right now I'm gonna speed up because to what one side, what you does to the other, you know what I'm saying, and just continue to keep debulking. Continue to smooth the hair down to where it can be the perfect length that I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very neat person, you know what I'm saying? Of course, this may take a little bit more time. I mean, but what's the difference of debulking before or after? You know what I'm saying? It's all the same process. But for me, I've already got the fade started already, because now I'm hitting it without the guard.
This is a country banger.
But with it all the way open. And now I'm going just below that middle region that I just debulked with the one open and the one closed. So now you can already kind of see the fade already trying to transition in. And I'm blending down. I haven't even begun to blend up yet. So just a different technique, man. I be looking at a lot of cut tutorials and I be like, man, like, damn, you cut so weird, Marz. But it just, I mean, that what helps me produce that signature fade that I produce, and it's super smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like super, super smooth. So I'm still continuing to hit it with that one, well, with the guard off all the way open, and just knocking out some of the loose ends, you know. And then I'm gonna go back to my one guard, and now I'm beginning to do my fade. You know, I'm hitting it right above that middle region. I'm hitting it right above that middle region to where now what I blended, well, what I cut down in the middle, I'm flicking it out. And as you can see, that middle region is just going away instantly already. Because I already began to fade once I was fading it down. I was just getting all the hair in the transitions that I wanted to be. So when I got ready to fade, it will fade out just so smooth. No lines, baby. Only use one line, and that's my guard line. Because I feel like when you're fading, you're actually blending to where you can't really even tell where the line was. Like, that's me, you know. That's why, like I said, I made sure I clean it off extra good with the lineup clippers. Like, extra good. Not too low to where it causes irritation, because some people can't take, you know, you cutting their hair so low. It'll really irritate the skin and it can cause bumps. Which I do have a method of what I can do to make the bumps go away, but I'll show y'all that later on down the line. But right now, as you can see, I got the one guard still open. I'm just flicking out from that middle region to the top.
This is a country banger.
Right above the area that I used to down fade when I had the one guard open. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, because what you do to one side, you do to the other. And now I think I have the guard halfway open, and I'm going just under the region that I just faded on the top of the fade. It's like right at the bottom of the middle. And as you can see, the fade is already transitioned. And watch how I knock that hair out. Right at the bottom of the fade. It's right in the middle. Right in the middle. And it's gone. It's gone. So I'm still doing the same thing right now. Still down fading. Well, up fading, I'm sorry. Yeah, man, you know, I got a passion for when it comes to cutting hair, man. And you know, I get excited sometimes when it comes to a challenge, even though I
This
get
is a
nervous
country
because I'm
banger.
just a very peculiar person. Like I'm very particular about the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm always up for a challenge. And right now I think I got the one guard all the way closed. And I'm finna start hitting around the bottom of that fade. I guess I didn't get that footage, so it skipped out, or either I felt like I didn't need that, and I just took the guard all the way off. Now I got the guard the lever all the way open, and I'm just doing some meticulous work. I'm still working towards the bottom, but if I'm seeing little hairs towards the top of the fade that I probably could flick out, I'm not flicking out with the whole front of the guard, man. I'm flicking out with the corner of the guard. Like, you don't want to use the whole guard when it comes to when you just doing some nitpick work. Because if you use the whole guard, then you give a chance of putting a gap in. Yeah, we don't want to do no gaps, yo. We ain't trying to start no more guidelines, you feel me? Even though with me, I don't use guidelines, you know what I'm saying? I just go with what I see. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, the blend is starting to begin. It's starting to look smooth, y'all. It's starting to look super smooth, dog. And I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because right now I'm just working up under that middle line. Once I get like close to that middle line, I'm flicking out. So it's like, it looks like I'm taking the whole guard all the way into it, which I'm really not. I'm flicking it out as soon as I get to that line, because we don't want to really cut that. We really want to cut the hair that's right up under it. And that's what's gonna help transition and fade, and camera get blurry again, which I didn't notice. When you working, you don't pay no attention to it. Right now I think I got the lever halfway open. I'm just knocking out that, trying to get close as possible to that guideline, and just blending out that hair right above the guideline, not going too high to where I'm going into the rest of my cut. As you can see, I'm going right up under it, but it's trying to stay as close to the guideline as I can, because over time, the more and more you hit the hairs around the guideline, the more and more the line starts to disappear. And like I said, I didn't know I had the camera blurry at the moment, but it's cool. You still see me working. And if you're wondering what kind of camera I'm using, I'ma probably put a link in the description below. It's the perfect starter camera, man. A lot of YouTubers are using this camera to do their vlogs. I think right now, it's like the number one vlogging camera. Of course, you got other people that got more expensive equipment and higher levels of YouTubing, but I'm a beginner. But I'm still trying to come out with the hardest quality that I can from the jump. But right now, I think I got I had it all the way closed, taking out that bottom line. I don't think it's right at the very bottom of the notch as far as close, but it's damn near close to close, because I don't want to go too bald and then I cut too much hair. So for me, on the safe side, I go like that one notch before you get to close, and I just go around and fade it around. And then when I feel like it's low enough to where I want it to be, then I'll close it all the way, and then I'll just flick that bottom line out. And I think that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Just taking a little time, flicking that bottom line out so that we can continue to finish this fresh cut. Cut game so exclusive. Cut game so exquisite. Cut game such precision. Marz gonna give you what you need, man. I'm telling you. And I know the way I cut is very different than what you usually see. It's definitely a more advanced style of cutting, because I understand what it is I'm trying to do with the hair, and what it is I'm I'm trying to present to you guys, what style my client wants.
This is a
Fade
country
looking
banger.
A1 is shit. Excuse the language. Fade looking A1 is ever. So right now we about to get ready to hit this fresh lineup. I'm gonna take a little time and put that one guard back on. I think I'm gonna have it all the way closed. And I'm gonna cut down some of that hair in the front, man, because we gotta keep it smooth. You know, just a little debulking, not too much. We don't want to cut it to the point where the hair is all the way on the back of the head. Like some of these guys work their dreads. No disrespect to them, but we ain't doing that around here. But take a little time. I think I'm using my Slimline Pros by Andis. Man, them things, you get them set right, they bite for real. And I ain't talking about in a bad way, all good way. So yeah, I'm just taking a little time, man, basically setting up the lineup, because I got my other procedures I use to set it up. And then once I set it up to at least look the way that I wanted to look, boom, straight to the razor action. My first step, I always apply me some type of shaving gel or something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta provide, I gotta do that. I gotta put the shaving gel, because you don't want to nick your client, or you don't want to like really cut them. I mean, just depending on the cut, I will dry shave, because like I said, I'm kind of advanced with cutting, so I understand if the skin is up to capacity to where I can dry shave it, but I don't recommend it on beginners, because that razor is razor sharp, and any wrong move can be not good. We ain't trying to, and when you get cut from a razor, it don't stop bleeding. Like, you're gonna need some stuff in the shop just so that you can stop the bleeding. But right now, I'm gonna apply my way of enhancing. I know a lot of people use air guns. I'm a fiber man. I love fibers. And I feel like that what works best for my style, because like I don't want my lineups to look oversaturated. I really just want to fill in, you know what I'm saying, the light spots in the lineup that may be showing, and just make the lineup look overall more crisper. You know what I'm saying? I pulled my blow dryer out, I dried. You know what I'm saying? I got it to where I wanted to be at, and I think this time I just wanted to try something different. I see a lot of cats be using the pencil. It's cool, but it serves no purpose for me. Like, man, if you want to use it to get the lineup the way you want it to be, then lining someone up, then I guess I can see that working. But I think it's naturally used to add that ash type of effect in front of the lineup to make it look extra crispy. But I realize what I do anyway already gives that effect, so that's why I feel like it didn't really serve any purpose for me. But I can see why people use it. I mean, it's just like a girl doing her eyebrows or makeup. She gonna highlight it.
This is a country banger.
So that what she wants to be dark to show and be vibrant and looks clean. So I can see the use of it, you know what I'm saying? But that was the first time I ever tried it. It worked out pretty cool. It was straight, man. I mean, I feel like it added a little bit more work than what was needed, but that's what you do. You try new things to see if these new things gonna work for you. And as you can see, that lineup is already crispy, cream crispy, like super fresh. I don't know what my boy got going on. He just got the braces. Them things tight. But we done. They go to cut. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that fade, though. One guideline, y'all. The custom Marz drop fade. Crispy, fresh, line up. You see that thing drop, man. Where the line at? Do you even see the guideline that I started with? Nah, man. We extra smooth over here, man. We keeping these things tight,
This
man.
is a country
And
banger.
very well proportioned. And shout out to my boy Tim, man, for letting me use him. Put him on my vlog. Cut fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what we do. If you love cutting hair, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. There's some more to come with the kid. I said I was gonna start calling myself kid, but big OG, Marzthegenius. Fresh cut, man. Fresh drop fade. Get at me.